Alexander in the house. How are you doing? It's great to be back. The sun is shining. Yay! We are in full bloom summer. Let's see how this is going to last. Be hopeful, Clara. Be hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful. Today, what am I going to talk about? Today I want to talk about body image. Yeah, it's something that's been playing on my mind for a while. And I just thought that maybe it's because it's a topic I need to talk about. So I'm going to spend a few moments with you just talking about body image. I don't know about you. How do you feel about your body? Do you look at your body and you think, oh yeah, this is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm absolutely totally ripped, and I love my nose, and I love my teeth, and I love my eyes, my eyebrows, and I love my weight. I love everything about me. Do you feel like that? Or do you kind of think, yeah, I could do some improvements? I don't know about you. Have you ever been like the bridesmaid in a wedding where everybody gets to wear the same clothes, and you're suddenly looking at this person and you're thinking, hang on a minute, how come that outfit looks way better on you than it looks like on me? I'm in those kind of situations. Or just a scenario where you're just thinking, you know what, I just don't feel great about myself. I feel like the pit of the earth kind of stuff. And you're referring to your body. Essentially, I do believe that there is a lot to be said when it comes to body image. And I feel like we have all been given a body to look after, and I think been given the tools to look after it as well. So I don't think it's just about we've been given the body and it's like, here you go, good luck. I think we've all got the tools. So we've all got the tools, we've all got the know-how to look after it. And I don't so much think that it's an issue of us wanting our body to be better or to improve on ourselves, because I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing when we want to improve what we already have. And I feel like, God says that we need to look after ourselves, look after our body, and improve what we have. But I think there comes a point where we kind of tip over to the wrong side. I want to talk about three things, which, my nails done on Friday, and it's Tuesday and it's already chipped. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand how that could possibly happen. It's supposed to last at least 2 weeks, but anyway, I digress. I'm going to go back, and hopefully I'll get them redone for free, because it started chipping the following day. Shouldn't do that. Anyhow, it could be me putting my hands in water too much. No, but that's why I don't normally do my nails, but I thought I'll do it on this occasion, just because I was thinking, I wanted my nails to look nice. So again, hey, talking about body image, I wanted my nails to look nice. I thought I'd paint them, and now I painted them, and look worse than when they don't have paint on because they're all chipped. Have you ever been in that situation? Yeah. What did you do? Anyway, I digress again. Let me come back to focus, Clara. So anyway, three things I want to talk about, which I think can impact us negatively if we don't keep it in check. The first is comparison. When we compare ourselves to a person, we are going down a slippery slope. It is not the best thing for us to do, because the thing is, we've all been created uniquely, and we've all been created individually. We are all individual, and nobody is created exactly the same as the next person. Even twins. I've got twin brothers. They may look similar, but there are differences, and there are differences. So there's something about them that is different. And God's created us that way because he wants us to be individual, and he wants us to know that we are also being created to be specific. We've been created to be unique. We're uniquely created. And in that uniqueness, we are beautiful. But the world likes to say, this is what beautiful looks like. You're either blonde hair, blue eyed, or you're tall, dark, and handsome. And I don't know what tall, dark, and handsome means. Yeah. And then it's actually, is that what beauty is? Is that what it looks like to have a good body image? And then when the world decides, okay, actually, that's not what a good body image is. It's okay, A good body image is somebody that's got Botox down to 9, has got like, I don't know, teeth look like they don't move, and they've got like their eyebrows that literally don't raise up and go down. So, and it's like, is that now beauty? Is it more beautiful when you can't see the lines than when you can see the lines? Is that beauty? Is it more beautiful when you look like you need feeding compared to when you actually are voluptuous and healthy? Which one's right? I feel like when we start comparing ourselves to another person, we're almost like saying, well, I want what they've got. But you weren't created to have what they have. You were created to have what you have. And you're created to look at yourself and know, actually, you know what? I am beautiful. And don't get me wrong, I know like in my world, like, you know, there's lots of things about me that I'm like, I don't quite like. Like, for instance, I feel like my arms, everyone says, Clara, stop talking rubbish. Your arms are not big. But I feel like they're big. But I do know I can do something about it. I do know I can go to the gym and, you know, do some exercise and get them toned up to a level. But I've always got to recognize that God created me with big bones. I've got big bones. My bones are big. And I cannot shave them down. And doesn't want me to shave them down because that's all part of like my inheritance. So I inherited it and I will pass it on. And that's how God's created me. Another person could have very, very thin bones and therefore they don't need to do much. Their arms look really slim. That's how they've been created. But guess what? They'll be like, oh my gosh, my arms are too thin. I need to bulk it up because I want to be thicker. And then what happens? You're all out of proportion. Like God knew exactly what he was doing when he created you. And he created you perfect, absolutely perfect. So you comparing yourself with another person, we comparing ourselves with other people, we're just going to go down the wrong road because what's going to happen is we cannot look like them without, I don't know, like altering ourselves to a huge degree, which is not great. We definitely don't want to be doing that. So that being said, that's number one. So first of all, when it comes to body image, yeah, it's great for us to improve ourselves. That's great. But don't compare yourself to another person. Don't look at another person and go, I want to be like that person. Because you're just setting yourself up for fall. Because you're not created to be like that person. You're created to be you. And all you need to do is focus on being the best version of you. And that's it. And when you know in your heart you're the best version of you, then you're the best version of you. This is the best that you could do with you, with what you've got. You know, not all lemons are the same. So lemonade doesn't taste the same in everybody's hands. It tastes different. So that's number one. Number two is self-esteem. Now, if you've got a low self-esteem, that's going to impact the way you feel about your body, especially if you made your body an idol or you're a slave to your body. If you're thinking that if I adjust my body, then someone's going to like me, that's a slippery slope as well. You know, if you are changing your body for the benefit of another person because you think, oh, you know, if only I'm slimmer, they're going to love me more. If only I'm fatter, they're going to love me more. If only my boobs were a little bit more perky, they're going to love me more. If only, I don't know, I had a funky shortcut hair, then they will love me better, or then they will be my friends. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't look good or you shouldn't try and look good. Of course, it's great, you know, it makes you feel better. But when you're doing it for the benefit of another person, because you think that, because you're so concerned or more concerned about what they think than about who you are, then you've got a problem. Because one day that person's going to be like, well, I don't like you like that. And what's going to happen? Your self-esteem is going to hit the roof. If somebody is not comfortable with your body, then that's their problem, not yours. I'm not trying to say to you, don't look after your body, because you should do. You shouldn't just let it run rogue and like not look after it and not care about your skin and not moisturize yourself. You should not do any of those things. You should be doing those things. You should be moisturizing yourself. You should be looking after your skin. You should be looking after your body. You should go into the gym or doing walks or whatever it is that's going to help you to keep you healthy. You should be looking after your eyesight. You should be looking after your teeth. You should be looking after your ears. You should be looking after everything. But what I'm trying to say is that if the reason why you are doing these things is because of another person, because you are depending on that other person to bring up your self-esteem, then you've got a problem. That is not what you should be doing with your body. That is not a what's the word? A yardstick to aim for, because it's only going to end in tears. Thirdly, and this is kind of like, yeah, not really talked about, but the third thing that's an issue is when we're grateful for what we have, because God has given each and every one of us an amazing body. And I know sometimes it doesn't do the things that we want it to do, but there are things in our body that works 100% fully functional and is great. We have to be grateful for the things that we do have. You know, like I'm talking to you and I'm not thinking about the air that I'm breathing in, and I'm just breathing in air and breathing it out. That's the beauty of the lungs that I have. You know, I'm able to move my hand around. Like, I've got hands. So it's like, we got to be grateful for the things that we do have. And I think the more we focus on the things that we do have, the less time we have to focus on the things that we don't have or the things that we want. So when we're grateful for what we have, when we wake up in the morning and we're like, you know what, I'm so grateful that I can take up this morning. I'm so grateful that I can get out of bed without any pain. I'm so grateful that I can wear my clothes. I'm grateful for all these things, because there's going to come a time in your life when you're not going to be able to do these as easily as you would love to. And you'd wished that you would be more grateful when you were able to do so. So wherever you are, whatever stage you're at, move with gratitude. Know that, you know what, you've been given something awesome. You've been given the gift of you. And that is such a precious gift. And anybody that has, you know, the opportunity to come across you is coming across a fantastic gift. And if they can't see the gift in you, then their problem, not yours. If they cannot see who you are, that's their problem, not yours. But sometimes it's because they can't see it because we can't see it. Because we don't hold our head up high. We don't go, you know what, actually, I'm beautiful and wonderfully made. Not because I'm trying to be arrogant, but because, you know what, who made me? God made me. God created me. He created me like this. And yes, he's given me a task to look after myself. And yes, I will do that to the best of my ability. And the things that I cannot do, I'll call upon his help. But you know what? I'm not going to be looking at another person thinking I want to be like them. I'm not going to be focused on, you know, trying to please a person with the way I look. And most of all, I'm definitely going to be grateful for what I already have. These three things, honestly, body image will grow. I read a book and it's called, and I forgot the name, I've got to Google it and I'll put it in my notes, but it was called Body Positive Image, something like that. And it really is about your body and how you can get from, you know, the low esteem to be so pleased and so happy with the body that you have and live it to the best that you possibly can. And I urge you, if you're going through a body conflict at the moment, if you're not feeling great about it because of your body, the way you look, or the way you think your body looks, because sometimes it's the way you think your body looks, then have a read of this book. You know, just pick it up. I'll put it in the comments so that you can like look at it and just go and buy it off Amazon. It's a read book. It really helped me when I had low self-esteem about my body. So yeah, it really did help me. But the thing is that at the end of the day, God uses the word body because he says we are the body of Christ. And he's created us all individually. He hasn't said, oh, you can be a body and you're not a body. He said, I can't use your body. He can use us all. So he's created us all as one body of Christ, which basically says we all need each other. We all need to depend on each other. And we've all created unique and we all have unique roles. So next time when you're looking at your body, just look at yourself and go, you know what? I'm uniquely created. I've been created beautiful. And yes, there's things about my body that I can do. But it's not about trying to be like somebody else. It's not about looking at the way the world defines what beauty is. It's knowing that I am already beautiful just because I have been created by God. And he's created me beautiful because he said it. And when you believe that, you will know it in your heart. And you can move forward knowing that there is nothing about you that was done by accident. You know, and having said that, I just want you to know with all your heart that God loves you. He loves you so much. He loves you that he created you to be you. He loves you that he's you to be unique. He loves you so much and he wants you to know that. And all you need to do is just give him your heart. All you need to do is say, hey, God, if you're there, you know, come talk to me. Just invite him into your space and he will be there because he's already knocking on your door. And for those of you that are already Christians, that are just sat there thinking, you know what, I'm going through a rough time, call on him. He is there for the brokenhearted. He's all there no matter what, in our peak times and our low times. Call him into every single situation of your life. And know that he's created you perfect. And your body is perfect. And yes, we might need to go to the gym to work some things. Yes, we may need to do, or we may do some enhancements, wear hair extensions or whatever, have a hair volumizer, you know. We may do simple things like that. But it's not because we're not grateful for the things that we already have. We're not trying to change ourselves into something else that the world says we should be like. Because no, that's not true. You only end up looking like, yeah. Anyway, I won't go there. But you know who else loves you? I love you because God has loved me and he's poured his love into me so I can pour it out to you. So, you know, I just want you to know that you are loved by so many people in so many ways. And I just do hope that you grab hold of that. And yeah, you take care of yourself, you look after yourself, and I look forward to it. Bye.